Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever, and we are back with unassemblize. So, we are looking at this change from Baptista. So, it seems a bit unintuitive. So here we say if okay, so loaded. Okay, so the first improvement we can do is here descriptor.exe loaded, right? So, and here pdb loaded, right? So that's the first. Then here we can say exe saved, right? Exe config saved. Save config time point. So when is this load? Exe load time point. Save config time point. Load time point. Yeah. Load save. Create load exe time. Load exe save config time point. Save config. Yeah. So I would say we also then create here a function. Oh boy. There we go. Exe loaded can save. So bool exe config saved const exe conf pdb config saved. There we go. All right, then we go in here, bruh. Can put that here. All right, there we go. And we say bruh. This exe and pdb. Okay. There we go. All right. So pdb. So we call this then exe config saved. Yeah. And pdb config saved. There we go. pdb config saved. There we go. Good. And then, so now the question is, what are the appropriate failed conditions? I think this here is a little bit tricky, maybe. Okay, when is this copy set here? New revision descriptor. Create new revision descriptor. Now that doesn't make any sense. When you create it freshly, it doesn't make sense to clear it straight away. You just leave it untouched. So that already doesn't make any sense. Okay, so his idea is to, when this is not empty, so he figured that if it is set and there is some async work, then it's being processed. But how about reloaded exe config saved. Save config time points. Exe config time point. I see. So he assumes that if save config time point. Yeah, I see. It is a bit of a sneaky condition, right? Because it makes assumptions, right? In ways. I mean, it seems not wrong, but maybe it would be better. So where's this thing set? Here. Save config file. Save config. PDB loaded. Wouldn't it make more sense to say, so here we have an else, right? A success flag, and we could say else, and then we could set something here, like save config. Success. Yeah. How about we just say we always set these guys here, but we have also How about we added 3 states and then we call this, so this is revision, right? Yeah. 3 states, and we say m xe loaded, pdb loaded, and xe config saved, and xe config pdb config saved. So this would be more this would be more explicit, right? Having the 3 state to say, okay, we haven't attempted a load yet, or it failed, or it succeeded, right? So I think this would be better, essentially. And then three states. 3 state is a 1 byte, right? Yeah, 1 byte type. So now there is a little bit of overlap with state. So if this is true, then we also expect this to be set. Same with this, right? So xe loaded. Xe loaded, saved. Okay, and then we can xe load failed, pdb load failed, but xe loaded. I don't like this because it makes assumptions about flow of state. It's not explicit, right? This condition. So I would prefer we make it robust and have like proper states for this. And then we can say, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's necessary to have all these functions, but maybe that's just simply enough. Config save fails. So essentially, we would say exe load failed. So yeah, okay, return exe config saved equals tree state true, right? Then here we have pdb config saved true. Then we have exe loaded. Wait, this should be false. False. And pdb loaded false. There we go. Good. And then here, this would now no longer be correct. By the way, this should have been returned. So you say return exe config saved true. Here's pdb config saved true. And then we have here pdb reader. Aha. So here we would say if so basically here we have two states that confirm that it has been read. It's this one, the exe loaded true. Yeah. How about we put an assert exe loaded is not true, and I think the condition is not quite right. So basically I would like to say that it cannot be that pdb reader is not null and exe loaded is not true, right? pdb reader is pdb is I think we can simplify that condition to if PDB reader is not null, then return true. Oops. And assert it's true. Else assert. By the way, this should be PDB, not PDB. Else PDB is not true. Return false. There we go. Then we can say here if executable is not null pointer, go in here, assert exe loaded true, otherwise exe loaded not true false. There we go. Yeah. Okay, I think this is a little bit more explicit. Yeah. More robust way of doing this check. Good, then we need to so to rest now. So this res has it just gives us executable, yeah. So we say revision descriptor exe loaded equals let's say bool const bool loaded equals res is not null pointer, then loaded loaded three states true, else three states false. Yeah. Then we do the same for PDB. Here. There we go. Take this there. Take PDB reader, load it, PDB, load it. There we go. Then here we say let's put this here above. And then here we say revision descriptor exe loaded is three states not applicable. Right, and then we do the same here. PDB PDB loaded, not applicable. All right. Then we go to save exe, and we do the same here. Revision descriptor exe config saved equals tree state not applicable. And pdb config saved not applicable. And then here we put here revision descriptor pdb config saved equals tree states true, else tree state false, right? And that's it. Then we put that here as well. There we go. exe config saved, tree state true false, and we remove the success thingy here. Yeah, there we go. All right. And then let's go to resets. Oh, is it? File revision. No, we don't reset. What did he change here? He changed something. Here, he changed this for some reason. Create new. Let's change it back to what it was before, which is this and this. Then we remove this again, and we and then let's go to MGUI app, and then we go down here somewhere here. So now we can also add failed to load PDB. And then we can also add this here. We can create the MID and then the stuff here, because we now also well, time point. We can do this and find and copy. Okay, let's first adjust the conditions here. So that would be descriptor, else if descriptor, PDB fails, PDB load fails. Here it would be descriptor exe load failed, and here it would be exe descriptor exe config save x. Oh, where's it? Config save failed there. Exe config saved, exe config save failed, yeah. And then here we would say if descriptor PDB config save failed, yeah. And failed to load PDB, PDB file name copy, yeah. Then we take this and we apply the same here, and we take this here, and we take this with exe. There we go. And then we take this here and put that here. Then we take this and put it here. And then we take this, put that here and that there. And maybe that is it. So we have green color, fade to save, revision, ID, this, all the same. I think this is a way more robust. Now what we could also do is have a switch case here. Switch descriptor load state. If tree state is true, then this. If tree state is false, then this. That could also be a possibility, but I think this is good enough for now. Yeah. We only call this here config saved, but we use this one more often. This one is used a lot. Exe loaded, yeah. Maybe we remove these 6 functions and just make 4 functions, or not even functions. We can just check straight on this stuff here, right? Yeah. We don't even need functions. So what we could do is we simply remove these guys. And then we go to GUI app. And then we have a switch descriptor dot exe config saved. Yeah. Exe config saved. And Then we make it a case 3-state true. That's a break, yeah. 3-state false. Break. Yeah. Maybe we remove these guys here. They seem to be not necessary. There we go. Yeah. Then we do another switch here for PDB. Config saved, PDB, there we go. Case, case true, case false, break, switch, else, there we go. Then we do switch, PDB loaded, case 3-state true, three-state false, remove this, put the break, there we go, and switch, exe loaded, case true, case false, break, that's yeah, then that way we don't need all these functions. Yeah. Okay, now I think that this would work. It should be robust. Yeah. I think so. Let's see. Compare. All right, so we have loaded. Now let's try to save, and it has failed. Loads. Save. Saved. Saved exe config. Yeah. Failed to save exe config, revision 1. This to this config. Yeah. Loaded. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that should be so if we now put here if we remove this lock now, and now we allow the save, then it turns green. Yeah. Okay, cool. Very nice. I think this is a much better implementation. It doesn't make wild assumptions about flow, right? I think it's a much cleaner implementation. Yeah. Okay, let's clean up here. File revision. There we go. There we go. By the way, let's check if things still work here. But that looks good. In debug, it takes much longer to load. Much longer. Page works. Cool. That looks very promising. Load. Good. So far, so good. Then let's get to submitting or cleaning up. So here we remove the vector thingy. Here we added the three states: exe loaded, pdb loaded, exe config saved, pdb config saved. Yeah, that looks good. Here we changed exe loaded and pdb loaded, so they now also assert here that the state is in sync with it, just for robustness sake. True, false, yeah, that looks good. PDB, it's not, yeah, this is not true, is true. Yeah, this looks correct to me. Good, here we put that stuff back in, yeah, the way it was. Okay, here is loaded, is not null. Is loaded, three-state true, false, otherwise this looks good. Exe loaded, not applicable. Yeah. Loaded, loaded, true, false. Okay, loaded. PB reader is not null pointer. Yeah. Okay, this also looks good. And here PDB loader not applicable. Okay, so here blah blah config. Exe config save config time point. That looks good to me. Looks good. PDB config save PDB. Everything is PDB. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, this all looks good. This looks good. And here we put the switch and we updated text and everything, blah 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 blah, da 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 da. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's have one more look at this in here, just to see. So this says loaded exe, failed to load exe, loaded pdb, failed to load pdb. Yeah, this is correct. Saved exe config, failed to save exe config, saved pdb config, failed to save pdb config. Revision, blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah. That looks fine. Good. Then stage this. Let's call this improve implementation of failed file save and load status. Improve implementation of fails file save and load status. Yeah. Good. Let's commit this guy, and that's it. And let's push it. There we go. Then we go to here. Then we refresh. We have one more look here. Load. Good. 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 Switch. True. False. True. False. True. False. True. False. Yeah. Also draw fail status. By the way, do we need to put here like a default case? I'm not sure. Some compilers might be pedantic, maybe. Case 3 states not applicable. Does nothing. Break. It's a bit unfortunate because it's so extra code just for that. Let's go without it if no compiler complains about it. Good. Looks good. Executable, not null. Assert exe loaded. True, not true. True, not true. 3 states. Okay, I think this looks solid. Yeah. Then let's compile once more to make sure it's really good. Yeah. Good. Then let's approve it. Approve it. And squash and merge. Squash and merge. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Confirm squash and merge. Delete branch. Done. Good. Then let's switch to this here. And we pull. There we go. And we do fetch and prune. And we do delete, force delete, and we're done. Okay, good. Good. Anything else? I think that's it. Yeah, for this change. What's the time? 50 minutes. Do we want to take another break? I'm hungry now. Yeah, time for lunch. Okay, what do we want to work on next? So I think one of the next big things is coloring in the comparison view, right? That's one big thing. let's take a look at our to-dos. To-do. We have plenty here. Strictness configurable. There's also this one here. Yeah. Add button to disassemble and compare all matched functions. Add button to disassemble all unmatched functions. This is actually something I would like to do sooner than later. Yeah, let's do this in the next session. Let's add a to-do for the coloring. I think we don't have this yet. I think it's in, where do we need to go? In GUI app. It's this function here, matched function. Content table. We also want to, let's add one more to do here. To do implement coloring for matches and mismatches. There's a lot of stuff we still need to do here. Okay, but for starters, next session, let's add those buttons here or checkboxes. Yeah, let's try to figure it out. Actually, maybe we can already think about it so that we don't go too unplanned. So we could have a button that we say, well, checkbox. Yeah, checkbox. Does a checkbox have this button here? Let me check. Button X. Oh boy. Button. Ugh. MGUI. Let's go for checkbox. Checkbox. It returns a bool. Okay. And this bool, I think, is pressed. Yeah. So what we could do is we just add checkboxes for let's go back to our here. So we can have checkboxes for compare all matched functions and compare or disassemble all unmatched functions. Two checkboxes. And if when you click it the first time and it's already compared and it's ready to do this disassembling, then it will kick it off right away. Otherwise, if you have it checked and then you click the compare button, then it would do it on a new comparison automatically as well. Yeah. So we don't need to have like separate buttons for this. Like the checkbox, we can do it right when clicking the checkbox, or yeah, when clicking the compare button, and it will do it when it's checked. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, we do this next session. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. There's another short session here. But we got a good thing done, I guess. Yeah. It's a slow and steady progress, right? Yeah. Good. I will take a break and eat something, and then we continue with the next thing. All right. Have a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.